Inside this box is the second generation of Motorola's modular smartphone platform, the new Moto Z2 Play, and the latest collection of Moto Mods accessories. Last year we saw the series get started with the launch of the super thin Moto Z, extra long battery life Moto Z Force, and the predecessor to this phone, the original affordable Moto Z Play. What differences can we look forward to with this new model, and maybe more importantly, what extra features are we going to get as we plug in these new Moto Mods? I'm Schenck with PhoneArena. My full review is coming up soon, but today I'm bringing you an early preview as I unbox this hardware. This may be the biggest unboxing I've ever done, even outdoing the iPad Pro 12.9. This is a monstrously large box here. This is not going to be the final retail packaging you see when you take the Moto Z2 Play and the Moto Mods home. Just a promo box with Lenovo sent us to take a look at it, but it's so big and colorful I had to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and pop this open and start checking out what's inside. Yeah, make no mistake here, we're looking at the Moto Z2 Play. So let's sort of do an advent calendar thing here, peel through the boxes one by one and see what's inside. Yeah, sure enough, Moto Z2 Play. So this is the phone as you will probably take it home from Verizon. You have a Verizon logo over here. Oddly enough, despite the fact this is clearly a Motorola phone for Verizon, and last year we had the Moto Z2 or the Moto Z Play Droid, no Droid branding on this phone. All of the Moto Zs last year arrived as Droids for Verizon. Not this time around. It's interesting why that didn't happen. I believe the Droid line is going to be coming back in the future, but just not as this device for whatever reason. This is a really, really nice box here. Have a texture up top, and so this is going to slide off. Yeah. And then, man, a lot of sliding going on here. Okay, so here's our phone. So this is another 5.5-inch 1080p Super AMOLED model. Like last year. In fact, this hardware isn't substantially different. Well, it's different in a few ways than last year's. Processor-wise, this is a 626 Snapdragon instead of 625, which is the same generation chip, just slightly faster, but should still have the incredible battery life we expect from that. Let's pop the screen protector off. Love that sound. Love it, love it, love it. And power this on. This is remarkably thin. This is a lot thinner than last year's Moto Z Play. So remember, the Moto Z was a super thin one. Wow, that screen looks incredible. The AMOLED crispness. I hope it shows up on camera nicely. Last year, the Moto Z was a super thin one, just a little over 5mm. And hey there. And this was an affordable mid-range model, so it was a little bit thicker. This is sort of a split between the two, though. So this is just a hair under 6mm thick, coming thinner than last year's. Has a smaller battery as a result. But it should still give us some incredible battery life with the processor, the 626 in there. Let's go ahead and set this guy up. Okay, we've got our basic Android setup taken care of, and already I'm liking the feel of this thing. It's just really thin. It's nice and responsive, even with the mid-range chip on there. Like I said, slightly higher clock speed than on last year, but the same basic hardware powering it. This is available as a 32 gig storage, 3 gig of RAM edition. That's what we're looking at here, which is just like we had last year. So it was a 64.4 model, but still, this is looking nicely. Nice performance, even with the 3 gig of RAM here. Of course, I haven't done any multitasking yet, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take another look at some of the hardware before we move on. Obviously, a connector for the Moto Mod accessories here. New 12-megapixel camera around back. It's got a new dual pixel focus system, as well as laser-assisted autofocus. So a lot of nice stuff going on there. Oh, I really like front-facing LED flash and a dual-tone flash. Where else do you find that on a mid-range device? That's very, very cool. Let's start checking out the rest of the hardware in the box here, because we have a lot to get through today. I think I just lost the SIM tool in there. That's cool. SIM's already in there. We're fine. Little quick start guide, safety information, standard, as well as our turbo power charger. So this phone's got USB Type-C, USB 3.1 as well as Type-C, and a headphone jack. That's nice. The Z last year didn't have that. Well, the Z Play did, so I guess that shouldn't be too much of a surprise. Our USB Type-C charging cable. And yeah, our quick charger. This does not natively support wireless charging, but with Motorola's turbo power adapter there, it'll charge pretty quickly while wired. The phone, we're going to spend a lot more time with it for the full review. It's all sorts of interesting features, like on the Moto G5, you can use the fingerprint sensor for navigation around the interface, but for now, I know you want to see the Moto Mods accessories. Let's start checking out the rest of these. Let's see, turbo power pack. Yeah, so originally, there's my SIM tool that we lost initially. Yep, it comes with one. Turbo power pack. We're going to pop this on to extend the phone's built-in battery with, how large is this? Just under 3,500 milliamp hours. That is a nice amount of juice take a look. Oh, that is a really nice feeling texture to it. Kind of rubberized. Did this come charged? Nah, no such luck. Well, we'll power this up. And this is really thin for a 3,500 milliamp hour battery. It's going to charge over USB Type-C here separately from the phone. It's got its connectors there. Just show you how this looks popped on. Alrighty, with the phone just under 6 millimeters thick, it's decently thick with this power back attached, but not so unwieldy that you wouldn't want to carry it around. Yeah, extra power. That's what we wanted. And let's get this guy off and keep going through the box here. Oh, now we finally see. Okay, 2 out of 4. And here, ooh, okay. So the Moto Z2 Play may not natively support wireless charging, but pop on the right accessory and you are good to go. So this guy, let's see. This is just for wireless charging. There's no battery built into this as well. That would have been nice, having the battery and wireless charging all in one. But you know what? I kind of like this. This is probably a better texture, I think, than the Power Pack had. That's really cool. It's not really rubberized feeling, but I like the angle to it. That looks and feels really nice. And also, it's especially thin. This looks like as thin as the style shells that don't even add any, hey, why didn't we see a style shell? Is that still in the box here? I'm gonna dig around to that later. This looks good without adding nearly any thickness to the phone. It just rounds it off, really. That is pretty cool. And a little hole there for the microphone. Yeah, I guess that had wireless charging. Easy peasy. All right, and moving forward, we have one more to check out. Hey, you look familiar. Okay, I played with the first generation of this last year when I checked out the Moto Z. This is the Jbl Sound Boost 2. I can tell just looking at it, there is a big style improvement here. The other one was black with a few color accents like that charging, or that stand on the back, but man, ooh, this is red, red, red. Reminds me of an old HTC Droid. Ooh. Let's get this guy open. The perils of unboxing. And remember, just like last year, we had the charger on the back, as well as a button here to indicate that, yes, we have a charge. So this takes has its own battery built in. It's not going to augment the phone's battery, I don't believe, but it will give it the power to send out sound for hours and hours. What are they claiming on the box here? 10 hours of usage. Oh, last year I'm pretty sure this wasn't water resistant. So the Moto Z2 Play itself doesn't have a high, IP68 rating or anything, but it has the same internal nano coating to prevent against splash damage. I wouldn't recommend submerging it, but it should withstand some minor water contact without any big problems, as will this speaker, and that's good to know if you want to be outside. It's 4th of July weekend here in the States, so if you're partying and want some tunes, this is a nice way to add this onto your phone for room-filling sound. Yeah, it's gigantic, but you're not going to carry this around for too long. You're going to, prop it up and let the music play. All right, yeah, we're going to try out all of these, show you how they work as part of the full review, though. For now, if I can pop this guy off and show you them all at once. Yep, for now, I am Steven Schenck with PhoneArena. Thanks for watching this unboxing, and stay tuned for my full review of the Moto Z2 Play and all these Moto Mods accessories coming up real soon.